plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw. This throw caught right around the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Their big tight end, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. And he's able to put it through. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop.
The best defensive lineman. They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Here's the Panthers punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Here's Webb. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Webb now. Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Coleman now. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Certainly some contact there, and that's why there's a penalty on the defender for pass interference.
So hard to time it up for a defender to hit the receiver when the ball arrives. Got there a little bit early on that one.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Charles Johnson's stock in trade is coming off the edge and getting to the quarterback. He knows how to make some of those subtle moves inside to help in the run game, and he did it right there.
He's an athlete back in high school, played football, basketball, track, so he's a mobile guy.
Mobile guy.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. And that one needed a little time to develop because he started lined up out wide left. He caught that on the right side of the field.
And you're exactly right about the time because that's not going to be a quick developing pattern, but also great sight lines for the guy throwing the ball to see a receiver cross his face and his sight line from one side of the field to the other. It usually attracts your attention. If you think he's open, you go ahead and deliver it, as we just saw there.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 19. And the Panthers are going to get a first down. Another pistol look here. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And they'll go on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit. Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hits 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you've got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, And then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the check. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Joe Webb, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And this is back to a 5-point game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to zone.
It always is punch-counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On second down, Freeman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Here's Thomas. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
Yeah, that, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And now a first down following that long gain. Another pistol look here. They'll run the option left. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
A lot of teams love to throw screen passes. They want to tire out defenses because they make them run a lot. But there are a lot of moving parts on a play for an offense when they call that one. Because you got the linemen that have to move. You have the wide receivers have to get out and vacate. You got the running back that's got to make a little fake and then get out into the route. Of course, the quarterback, he's got a hold in there.
The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Santos yanked that one a bit. No good. Wide to the left for Santos. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brooks Reed in there to take him down. And the clock will roll. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on on the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. 26 yards on the pickup there. And the Falcons are going to get it first. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Freeman again. And they'll get him down right about the 20. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's the option going right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up